Thank you. Okay. Hello again and, and welcome. I know both Stephen and Monica and I always say it's really nice to see you, but it is really nice to see you all appearing on the screen here. One fortunate thing I've found working as a teacher is that I get to sit in front of the screen and there's a new person appearing every now and then, and we have a conversation. And this person, one of you guys appearing, uplifts my mind, brings joy to my mind. And I really appreciate that. I was out just now and there was a toad on the a toad on the road. That rhymes. But maybe it was a frog. I don't know the difference between frogs and toads, but it was one of them on the road. And I think I scared it because I wanted it to move so it wouldn't be run over by a car. So I sort of pushed it a little bit, and first it was freezing because it thought I was dangerous probably, and then it moved quickly because it thought I was dangerous. I didn't mean to scare it. I meant to help it to not get harmed and hit by a car. Even though I knew that I scared it, it felt good to help it. It felt really nice to help the little frog over the road. So I thought today that we should look at the breath. And I notice a tendency within my mind that is to sort of, how shall I say this, personalize what appears in the mind. So when I'm out walking and I see a stone, I say, oh, hello there, stone. It's like, it's a being. The stone it's a being. And just behind where I live, I'm moved quite recently. So just behind where I live, there's a forest and there's a hill. And up on the hill, there's a bench. And I can sit on the bench. It's really nice. Hello there, bench. It allows me to sit on it. Under me now, I have this meditation cushion. I don't know how long I had it. Maybe 20 years. And it has allowed me to sit on it for all those 20 years. I really appreciate this meditation cushion holding me up through all those hours and hours and hours and days and nights of struggle with the practice. And I've been fighting, even though I've known that I shouldn't, but still I have. So I wanted us to look at the breath as a being. To me, the breath is like a being. And I think I said this somewhere, at least in the MIDL forums. Maybe it was on the last retreat, maybe it was in a weekly class, but in Swedish, the word for breath is the same as the word for spirit. And I think this is true in some other languages as well. For example, in Hebrew and in Norwegian as well, I see. Yeah. And in Hebrew, I think that God breathed his spirit into the world when it was created. So there is really something about seeing the breath as a spirit, as a living being. Breath is truly the essence of life. Now, We will very soon start a guided meditation, and we will start a guided meditation, I think, looking at the elemental qualities and sort of find our way to this living being, to this beautiful breath through those elemental qualities. And we will see what happens. I don't know. I haven't planned further than that. So let's start. So find yourself a comfortable seat. Resting one palm in the other. I'm slightly touching. And if you haven't already, you can notice how nice it feels to allow the eyelids to slowly droop down, allowing them to rest. Just now, in doing this, I started to notice sounds around. See if it's possible to, rather than listening to individual sounds as objects, to listening to hearing as a sort of, as a change, to listen to the change within the hearing. This little simple exercise both trains the mind in dropping things, letting them go, and establishes mindfulness. And allowing the interest in the sounds to settle by slowly softening back into the body. Now, this body is composed of various elemental qualities. We can look at it as a composite of those elemental qualities as a whole. Or we can go into it more detail and finding the elemental qualities there. Start out by just noticing in the body if there's an held effort. How do you notice this? Maybe it's hard and stale, not moving. Is it possible to allow it to expand, to move outwards, to soften? I notice within my practice that after sitting like this for a few days now, there is tensions in the body that comes from having been sitting so long. And some of those tensions, they are more in the muscles in the body, and they may or may not relax. But we're more interested in what we're holding up right now. Maybe there is something in the forehead. Can you find an elemental qualities there? And are any of the elemental qualities hard or stale? In the rest of the face, the cheeks, the tongue, allowing the shoulders to drop. How do you know that you have shoulders right now? What elemental qualities are they built up of? The chest and the stomach. Notice the changing in the elemental qualities. from hard to soft, from stale to moving. From being there to not being there. Dissolving. If you look at the whole body again, you can find this feeling of tension, touch, pressure. Warmth and coldness. The movement of the body and tiny vibrations. And dryness and wetness. I'm quite sweaty all on my body. It's really warm here now. But if it's cold, then maybe you can just find it in the mouth or where the hands touch each other. This is the body of elemental qualities. And notice if you do soften, and soften all the way in, and soften all the way out. All the way out to where the skin meets the clothing and the air. It feels nice. It has a pleasurable, spiritual Vedana. The two Satipatthanas, Kaya and Vedana, body and feeling tone are connected. Maybe you can also notice how this establishes mindfulness in the body, how the chitta is also connected with the kaya and the vedana. You can just continue to release. Letting go, opening up. And if you continue to rest back into the body, maybe you see a change, it's a constant change. There's a constant moving almost. An expansion and contraction of the body. And a change in pressure. The way we find the breath is through the elemental qualities. Through the change in the elemental qualities. Now, viewing them as elemental qualities is one way of viewing the breath. We have sort of broken it down into pieces that builds it up. Just like a skilled butcher. Now we can see the breath more as a composed of different elemental qualities again. As a unity. Which is slowly moving. You can sense it all the way out in the whole body. It's very light. Can you recognize how light it is? Don't take hold of the breath. Instead, allow yourself to be held by the breath, carried by the breath. It carries you very lightly. It's so gentle. It's smoother than silk. That you lightly, lightly touch with the fingertips. It is obviously living. Breathing. Like a spirit. Now allow your attention to rest at the tip of the nose, sensing the breath sensations there, as simultaneously allowing the peripheral awareness to rest at the breath in the whole body. Maybe you can notice the earth element here. The pressure and the change in pressure. Maybe you can notice the fire element. Maybe a little bit colder on the in breath and a little bit warmer on the out breath. And the movement of the wind element. And how the water element, how it's slightly drier on the in breath, and a little bit more moist on the out breath. If your mind wanders, that's okay. The breath isn't going anywhere. It's right here. You can just pause and come back. Now we can use the breath at the tip of the nose as individual elemental qualities. You can also use them, or it's just a point. We change within, dropping our interest of the change. Like a little being that just rests there. Breath in the whole body. And in that point, the mind might have a tendency to grasp, but don't grasp at this little being here. It's like a little butterfly is alive. Just let it rest in your palm, on the fingertips. Just lightly, lightly touch it. Hold it. Be held by it. Now, sometimes the mind slips back. Maybe we lose the stableness of attention. Allow yourself to be held wherever you are right now. Is it the breath? Or just the body? Throughout this night, throughout the rest of this day, you can just remember this body is always present. No matter if you're on marker 0 or wherever you end up. Can be held by this being. Allow it to care for you. Allow it to carry you. Coming back and feeling the room with your body. The elemental qualities of the touch, of the chair, of the floor. The presence of being here in this room. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you for sharing that meditation with me. I forgot to prepare this chant, so just give me a minute there. Do, do, do. Do you see this now? pati
patiya. Padam puja. Maya
Oh,
Dhamma Pati Patiya.
sorry about that. We have some technical issues. Share sound.
I think we know it by now anyway.
And you know it by now.
Yeah.
I don't know it by now, but okay, let's do you hear it now?
Himaya Dhammanu Dhamma Pati Patiya. Padam Pujami. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Pati Patiya. Dhammang Pujami. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Pati Patiya. Sanghang Pujami. Ahang Awero Homi. Abhya Pajo Homi. Anigo Homi. Sukiyatanang Pariharami. Mama Mata Pitu Acharya Cha Nyati Maita Cha Sabrama Charinocha Awera Hontu Abhya Paja Hontu Aniga Hontu Sukiyatanang Pariharantu. Imasming arame Sabe Yogino Awera Hontu Abhya Paja Hontu Aniga Hontu Sukiyatanang Pariharantu. Amakam Haraka Dewata. Imasming Ahare. Imasming Awase. Imasming Arame. Araka Dewata. Awera Hontu Abhya Paja Hontu Aniga Hontu Sukiyatanam Pariharantu. Sabe Sata Sabe Pana Sabe Buddha, Sabe Pugala, Sabe Attabhava, Pariyapanya, Saba Itiyo, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Iti Purisa, Sabe Anita Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winipatika, Awera Hontu, Abya Paja Hontu, Niga Hontu, Sukiyatanam Pariharantu, Dukkha Muchantu, Yata Lada Sampatito, Mavikachantu, Kamasaka, Idang no Punya Bagang, Sabha Satanang, Pajema. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
How wonderful. In a couple of retreats, I will maybe be able to lead the song myself. I don't know. We will see. Thank you so much for spending this time meditating with me. It was really nice being here with you. I wish you a really good night, a good day, a good afternoon.